I have a premonition. The media is coming after Twitch streamer Destiny. D-E-S-T-I-N-Y. You could almost say, maybe, it's his destiny. No, let's be serious for a moment. This channel, these videos, are to talk about how the media operates. So hopefully I can give you some insight into how the media truly operates. And you can mark the books, folks. Whatever today is, September 24th, Thursday. The media is coming for Twitch streamer Destiny. There will be stories about him. It seems he said some troubling things in his stream. Now, you might think, how do you know this? How are you so confident the media is coming for Destiny? Well, we vastly underestimate how often others are willing to share information. I think we all like to believe, when we're driving around the city, for instance, and you see a parking spot, and you're like, I gotta get to my dentist appointment. And you park there, and the sign says, no, only commercial parking, no private parking. You think, I'm only gonna be gone 30 minutes, forget it. And you get out of the car, you look around, you think, nobody's gonna say anything. And you leave the car, go to your dentist appointment. And of course, within 30 seconds of you leaving that car, 5 individuals down the street sees the sign, and is immediately already dialing the police. Excuse me, there is somebody parked illegally. It's a fact of nature. I don't know why I'm using a negative example. Perhaps it's personal experience. You know how many times I've had rental cars towed? Too many. Nonetheless, there is a continual sea of information. People wanting to send and transfer information towards people that can amplify it. And once you're tapped into that system, not that different than taking an Ethernet cord and plugging it into a kind of centralized computer, you can start to see all this incoming data from people around the world. And media in New York City happens to be one of those central nervous systems. And I happen to be plugged into it. And so in this case, you happen to get information before other people. You can see what is being worked on behind the scenes. And in this case, the media is coming for Destiny. Now, I don't know Destiny. I've never watched his streams. But from the footage I have seen, he said some troubling things. I am not going to be the judge or juror of this matter. That will be worked out by the other media companies who will surely do their reporting. And we'll see what the outcome is. There's a fundamental law in quantum mechanics. It's the observer effect. It says that merely by observing a system, you change the nature of that state. Merely observing the object can fundamentally change the nature of that object. And I'm curious whether this video has any sort of observer effect on the future outcome of those events. Now, perhaps this video doesn't get seen by anybody. Perhaps it gets seen by a few people of note that do alter the course of events. Perhaps it gets seen by a lot. I'm not sure. Because to me, this video is interesting. I'm not going to tell you what the story is about. In fact, there will probably be multiple stories with multiple different angles. I'm only going to say that the media is actively working on stories about Destiny, the Twitch streamer. And if you're watching this, Destiny, or a fan of Destiny, let me speak frankly with you for a minute. I can be silly, I can be funny. If you're thinking about coming after me, you vastly underestimate my knowledge of digital media copyright law. And you vastly underestimate the amount of lawyers I know. And despite this being a small channel, the keys to an armada that I control within the larger digital media ecosphere. Don't pick a fight with me. You don't want to pick a fight with me, nor am I your enemy. But I'm not firing any volleys. I'm merely observing. So this will be an interesting video. For those of you that are curious how the media really works, this is how it works. It's not that different than strangers in the day seeing information that worries them, troubles them, it fascinates them. It can be both positive or negative, and wanting to have that information amplified. And it goes through various channels. An email is sent out, a tweet is sent out. Various information is conveyed to some people in the media, and then those people in the media, whether they have the workload to take it on, or perhaps they know somebody that's more suited towards that beat, let's say you have a story on some sort of new biological discovery, and you're just a nobody. And you think, like, this is very fascinating. I would like to get this to a wider audience. And you contact somebody that reviews iPhones at the New York Times. Now, the person at the New York Times that reviews iPhones is a journalist. Fair enough. Nonetheless, he is not going to know very much, he or she is not going to know very much about your new biological discovery in the subtropic. Interesting. You've discovered a new species of ant. Well, sounds very fascinating. Let me put you in touch with our Rio de Janeiro correspondent or our environmental beat desk. And this is how information gets conveyed. And so along this kind of network tree of media within New York City, the information is trying to be sorted into the right person to take a hold of that story. And often, when it's finding one journalist, it often branches out into others, because inevitably there are competing media companies all chasing for that same story or that same beat. So if one media company or journalist, like a shark, smells a little blood in the water, they're more than likely to hop on that story as well. And then you have multiple media companies converging on the same source or same story at the same time. Now, they all have their own flavor, and in this case with Destiny will undoubtedly have their own angle and their own reporting, their own headlines. Although, if I may, just once again, like Peter Popoff, as a reference, like Peter Popoff, if I may use my powers of telepathy, what would a headline like this be for Destiny? Large Twitch streamer has a problematic past of toxic communication. Massive Twitch streamer has unsettling past of problematic remarks. Something like that. It's not too hard to imagine. So we'll see. But I'm confident the media will be releasing stories on Destiny sometime. When exactly, I honestly don't know. I'm not writing the stories. But they will come. So hopefully this is a little bit of insight, and you can mark your calendars today, folks. You're going to be like, oh, BostWiki was right. Look at that. A couple weeks later, they did roll out. A bunch of media companies did roll out stories on Destiny. How fascinating. Hopefully you found this insightful or intriguing. If you did, click like, subscribe. Tune back tomorrow for another daily journalism video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.